Who goes?
Hello, and good evening, sir. My name is Doris.
What do you want?
Is this Providence House on 33rd?
Can you read?
Yes, well, you know, Providence can be found in many places.
And shit can be found on many shoes.
That's nice. I suppose you're in no mood to be bothered by a tramp like me, but I have something I need to ask.
Well?
Well, how can I put this to you? I found myself to be in a personal sort of crisis. You see, I'm new around here. I don't really know where I am, and I'm even less sure of where I'd like to be.
You are outside Providence on 33rd Street.
No, I know spatially where I am. I mean circumstantially. Situationally? Existentially, if you will. Anyways, I heard from a passing vagabond that Providence House was offering shelter for work. I just need a place to sleep and some food to eat, but I promise I'll earn my stay and I won't be here long.
We are at capacity, sorry.
Now just hold on a minute. Do you have a supervisor or someone inside I can talk to instead?
Da, but the man is very busy.
Please, will you ask him for me then? I promise I'll earn my stay and I won't be here for long, just until I get my feet back on the ground.
What are we, stepping stone?
No, that's not what I meant. Look, I'll make it worth your while. I can do secretarial work, clerical work, social work, janitorial work. Not to mention my extensive history in the performing arts. Hell, I even make a great doorman.
I'm the doorman.
And you're an excellent one. Really, can't imagine doing a better job myself. But listen, it's cold and rainy, and I'd really like to get inside, so...
I say no vacancy. What does this look like, charity?
Well, yes, actually.
I am not so sure. The men say not to let another of your type through.
My type? I'm not a type. I'm a beautiful and unique snowflake. I'm a hard worker and a team player. I think outside the box. You can write all this down. I'm a terrific listener, too. In fact, I've spent my entire life listening to other people's advice. People like my mother. And even to her dying day, my mother would tell me to follow my dreams and do whatever made me happy.
I have dreamed once.
Really? What did you want to be?
I forget now.
I'm sorry to hear that. What did you say your name was again?
They call me Vladimir.
Well, Vladimir, I know how it feels. I've spent many years of my life training my very specific talent, but so far it hasn't gotten me anywhere.
What talent?
Dancing.
I was like you once. So, I will ask the man. He will not like you, but I will tell him that you are hungry and that you are a dancer. The men say this. We can't just be letting any starry-eyed kid with a dream in off the streets. Times have changed. Does she have her qualifications? So I say I do not know. And so I ask.
I don't know what you want me to say. I'm empty-handed. What sort of papers do you need?
The qualifying sort?
And how do I get those?
I do not know.
But didn't you need them too?
Yet. I show up at door, they let me in, give me spot, and here I am.
So then why should I need them?
I think change of policy. Effective yesterday.
And how long have you been here?
2 days.
Well, that hardly seems fair.
You blaming me now?
No, it's just, I thought we had something with all that talk of dreams. Can't we just let this one slip from one starry-eyed hopeful to another?
Is my neck on line, not yours. But I like you. I think because not so long ago, I stood where you stand. So I will ask the man again for you.
Thank you, Vladimir. 1,000 thanks.
Qualifications? She's gonna need to go see Alexander down at the Office of Validation. From there, she'll need to pick up the necessary paperwork and bring it back here where it'll get shoveled around the works for a bit, and we'll take a look in 6 to 8 weeks.
It doesn't look like I have another choice.
Yet.
Well, thank you for being patient with me. I'll be back before you know it. A qualified girl. Good evening, sir. Is this the Office of Validation? I was sent by Providence for a verification of my qualifications.
We who labor here seek only the truth.
Excuse me?
You're wet. Soaking wet.
Actually, I'm Doris. Soaking Doris. I was told a man named Alexander worked here. Do you know him?
Does anyone really know anyone?
I'm not sure how to answer that.
Does an Alexander work here? Yes. Do I know him intimately? Can you speak with him? Well, that depends.
On what? All I need is some paperwork for my own validation.
For want of a nail, the shoe was lost.
What was that?
I can say with confidence that if he were here, he would not give such forms to a pair of wet hands. In this establishment, you must be dry, and you, it seems, are not.
I do apologize, sir. It's pouring out and I don't even own an umbrella. If you give me a towel, I'll mop everything dry in just a minute.
Minutes. You're also late.
Late? How?
The office closes at 5 o'clock. It is 4:56 at the moment, and the conversation will take approximately 4 more minutes to commence in its entirety. Assuming you don't begin filling out your paperwork until you ask exactly 3 more questions, I've come to the conclusion that you're too late to continue today.
That's hardly over a minute. Don't you think you could make an exception?
Time and tide wait for no man. That's 1.
Is that a yes? Are you going to tell me where Alexander is or not?
2. You are underprepared, underdressed, and underclassed. Even if you were on time, before you get allowed further into the building, you must be fit for the occasion.
If I had dry clothes, I would be wearing them. What do you want from me?
And 3. If you lack the proper attire, you may borrow some from the lender down the road, as loans come at a cost, but if you want Alexander, you must be presentable. You can visit the office again when it opens in the morning, but for now I must bid you good night.
Okay, well, thanks for the tip. I'll be back tomorrow morning, nice and dry.
A new broom sweeps clean.
Hello, traveler. What can I do you for on this fine, cloudy evening?
Are these for loans?
They sure are. What do you need of today?
I need clothes, please.
Clothes? Lucky for you, those are my specialty. What are you in need of? Shirts, socks, trousers?
The full Monty.
Swell. Any particular style you're looking for, ma'am? Our new spring, summer, fall line just came in and it's fabulous.
Is dry a style?
Dry? Sure. Everything's dry, more or less. We have 2 color options available for a new coat. Gray and grayer. Which would you prefer?
Does it look like I care?
Hey now, you need to take your troubles out on me. I'm just trying to help.
Sorry, I've just been through a lot tonight. I applied for shelter but was denied as unqualified. Then I tried but was repudiated for not being dry.
The monsters.
So, here I am.
I understand your situation. Not long ago I was in a similar one myself, but I turned myself around and so can you. I'm telling you, you've come to the right place. Not only do we loan you what you most require at rates you physically can't say no to, but we teach you the skills to become a lifelong debtor, just as you were always meant to be. And for your situation, we have a very popular payment plan for people in your situation. You can turn your life around with just one small caveat. Would you like to hear more?
Yes, of course.
All you need to do is hand over your happiness, peace of mind, and sense of self-worth, and manage to pay us back in full with 300% interest rate minimum deductible. Does that sound fair?
300% interest is a little steep. Do you have anything lower available?
Nope. And in the time you just wasted asking, the price actually went up. It's now $313 and rising. Will you accept?
Does it come with an umbrella?
It'll cost you extra, but we can work something out. Are you in?
For some reason this doesn't feel right at all, but I don't really have a choice but to say yes, so yes, I'm in.
Excellent. Now all you need to do is sign here and here. And right there where it says general well-being. Excellent. And just like that, here is your new coat. And your umbrella.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure doing business with you. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future.
Perfect. Jesus, you scared the hell out of me.
Please, Doris, don't use that name in vain.
Who are you?
You don't know?
Mom?
Your mother's been dead for many years now, Doris. Don't you remember?
Yes, I remember. I really miss her.
She would be proud of you, Doris.
For what?
For trying.
I am trying, but
It's okay.
it's just not working.
I know. I just came here to tell you that we believe in you.
Well, thanks.
Even though times are hard,
It's sort of a going gets tough sort of thing, I suppose.
you can't let it discourage you.
It's pretty hard not to. Look at me.
Look at yourself.
I am.
Again.
And what?
Do you think your clothes define you?
No, but
Do you think your debt defines you? Do you know what defines you?
no.
Well, neither do I.
You really had me going there. I thought someone was finally going to be helpful.
It's not up to anyone to define who you are, Doris. Not even yourself. Because just when you think you have it all figured out, it'll change, and you'll have to do this all over again.
That's not very encouraging.
Is it not? I think in a way it's the most encouraging thing there is.
I'm back. Did you miss me? Dry as a bone, mad as a hatter.
One swallow does not make a summer. What do you seek?
I was just here, don't you remember? I'm here to be validated, so I'll be permitted to be admitted to Providence.
If wishes were horses, then beggars would ride.
And if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he hopped. May I speak with Alex now, please?
Speaking.
Really? This whole time?
Always hide your light under a bushel.
Look, I know you're just here to do your job, but I would really appreciate a straight answer right now. Look at me. I'm dry, I'm early, and I'm ready to go. Will you please give me the paperwork I need so I may complete it and be on my way?
You don't think it's as easy as just signing a form, do you?
You know, for a second there, I really did.
Validation is no simple process. For most, it takes years of training, at the end of which they're unsure of where they are, and even less sure of where they'd like to be.
Go on.
It takes a lot of knowledge, you see, and that's not something that's easily taught.
But isn't that the whole point of teaching?
Most people would agree. Most people are wrong.
So, what you're saying is, all I need to be validated is to prove that I know something?
It would appear so.
And what do I have to have knowledge of?
It doesn't matter.
Just so long as I have it?
He that would have the fruit must climb the tree.
Well, that's perfect. Because you may not know this, but I've spent many years of my life practicing a very specific talent. So, would you say that if I could impress you, that would be a sufficient display of knowledge?
Catch is as catch can.
I'll take that as a yes. Well, here it goes. Are you not entertained? Thank you, gentle sir.
Great oaks from little acorns grow.
The same to you, sir. The same to you. Vladimir! Oh, Vladimir!
Who goes?
Good to see you, Vladimir. Been keeping the door safe from all the other tramps? How have you been lately?
I keep well.
My papers. Will you please give these to the man and see that they're in order?
Duh. Sorry to you. The man say there is problem.
Problem?
Duh.
How could... Listen, I've done everything you've asked. I've been booted, wedded, rejected, and cheated. I got a new wardrobe, a new outlook. I've done your song and dance inside and out. What fresh problem could there be?
Well, while you are away, our policy change again. You are missing the something extra.
The something extra? What does that even mean?
Is this your first time being sheltered?
Well, yes, but
Then there you have it.
I don't understand.
In order to be considered for shelter at the Providence on 33rd Street, you must be verified, qualified, tongue-tied, dry, and one more thing.
What is it? Out with it.
In order to gain shelter, you must have shelter experience.